It's the radio guy, Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of the Mike Prince Show. Of course, it is our mission, our duty, our responsibility to try to bring you some news that you could use. Today is no exception to the rule. You can follow me on Twitter at the Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the OpenMic Broadcast Network. Our website is obnradio.com. And without any further delay, we are going to jump right into today's episode. Well, the Panthers will be on the road this weekend at Montgomery, Alabama, taking on the Alabama State Hornets. This is a big conference game. Even though it's outside of the division, the Panthers will most definitely want to get back on course. Now, they've lost two in a row. They've been non-conference games. They lost to Abilene Christian and last week to Incarnate Word. Now, my concerns had been about the lack of ability for the Panthers to move the ball offensively. But when you look at the special teams play and the defensive play, they've played well enough to win. As a matter of fact, special teams has been exceptionally well. A couple of block punts, some long field goals, even though there was a shorter, I think 36-yard field goal attempt that was missed. But overall, the Panthers have been playing lights out special team-wise. And defensively, believe it or not, they have played well enough to win these games. Defense being aggressive and moving all over the field. And I do understand that Prairie View has been playing with reserves, sorting things out, seeing what the depth is. But Connolly should be 100% for this weekend, just as Jaden Stewart. And those two guys alone will be the difference maker for the Panthers this weekend against the Alabama State Hornets. Now, Alabama State is going to try to force the hand of the Panthers. They do like to play that man coverage, so we'll see if the Panthers will be able to exploit that over the course of the weekend. Now, as you know, we provide you game coverage here for Panthers football at the OpenMic Broadcast Network. And we'll be simulcasting this weekend, and you can join in by dialing 857-777-0000. That kickoff time will be at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll do a little pregame show leading up to that and give you the game as it unfolds from Montgomery. Panthers will be on the road, and they are slated to wear their purple helmets, white tops, along with the purple pants. So it'll be a nice, slick look for the Panthers on the road. Some other games of significance this weekend. You got, of course, your Western Division opponents taking care of business on this weekend. Alcorn coming off a huge win. They'll be taking on Pine Bluff. The Southern Jags getting a week off after their loss to Texas Southern. Texas Southern will be on the road at UTSA to take on the Road Runners. So Grambling will be taking on Bethune-Cookman. And so you got a lot of mixing and matching going on in that Western Division. So FAMU, of course, will be in action against Alabama A&M. That's going to be an interesting game as far as I'm concerned. Both of these teams are somewhat trying to find their way, and we'll see exactly how that one pans out. You would think that Rattler Nation should be able to handle that one being at home, but guess what? That's why they play the games. Now, when we look at Jackson State at Mississippi Valley on paper, it really and truly says, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this will be a no-brainer. And although I think Jackson will win the game, but for some reason, I know I'm going to get it from you guys, but I feel that Valley is really going to dig deep down. I know that they had a disappointing loss to the Division II opponents, Delta State, but don't ask me why. I'm not a betting man. I wouldn't bet anything on it, but do not be surprised if Valley throws everything, including the kitchen sink, this weekend against Jackson State. But I still state that Jackson State will come out on top. So we'll see how all that works out. Now, don't forget that at the conclusion of all Panther football games, we have the 1876 after party. And the after party is, of course, a post-game show where we kind of recap and divvy and dive into what is and what's not for the game that at hand, and kind of break things down and, just kind of give you our little 2 cents on it. You can join us each week to talk with the head football coach himself, Bubba McDowell, as he breaks down everything that was and shall be for Panthers football. You can go check him out on our YouTube channel in case you don't catch it when it's first presented. Of course, that YouTube channel is the OpenMic Broadcast Network. You subscribe to that channel today. Click on the bell notification and never miss an episode produced here at the OpenMic Broadcast Network. Don't forget, you can listen to the Panthers right here at the OpenMic Broadcast Network by simply dialing 857-777-0000. The future of classics in HBCUs, will they be changing? Will they remain the same? We'll discuss that a little bit on the next week's episodes of the Mike Prince Show. Meanwhile, I am going to exit stage left for right now. Before we do that, we want to recognize some of our partners to help us with the broadcast for Panthers football here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Of course, we want to thank the great people from the Panther backers, Brother Dino Robinson and crew, supporting Panthers athletics since 1995. Get in contact with Dino Robinson at 713-417-2090. Give you that number one more time, 713-417-2090. Want to thank A Rocket Movers and Storage, Mr. James Woods. They're located in the Houston, Texas area. PV's own graduate, Mr. Matthew Teagues from Teagues Barbecue, located in Spring, Texas. Want to thank the Temple of Refuge Ministries. You can listen to the Temple of Refuge Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. You can dial that same number, 857-777-0000, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And last but not least, we want to thank the great people from the Prairie View Athletic Club, founded by Mr. George Higgs in 1986, providing support for Prairie View student athletics since the 1986, as we mentioned, but they cover everything from A to Z and all sports in between. You'd like to become part of the Prairie View Athletic Club, simply dial 936-857-5817. That number again, 936-857-5817. Become a listening partner with us here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Simply ask if you could. 17 cents a day commitment, which is only $5 a month, $60 for the year, to help us with our programming to continue bringing you these games on the road and at home of Prairie View Athletics. And if you would just like to be more specific and be a Panther partner, simply make an annual donation of $18.76. It'd be greatly appreciated to help us make our cause move just a little bit further down the road. Don't forget, join me for the 1876 after party at the conclusion of the Panthers game against the Alabama State Hornets. And oh, by the way, I'm picking Prairie View to win this one. And my score is going to be 24 for the Panthers, 17 for the Hornets. We'll see how it finishes up at the end of the day. I am the radio guy, must exit stage left. But until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.